What's up guys, in this video I'm comparing the Galaxy A42 5G with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Now the Galaxy A42 5G is typically found on Verizon service, on Verizon prepaid, so it's more of a Verizon phone, although you get it unlocked and it will work with other carriers, but it's primarily a Verizon device. Pixel 6 Pro is a flagship device, $900, and it's the best of the best from Google, and it's a super flagship, while the A42 5G is kind of a mid-range phone that's typically found on Verizon services. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and compare these two bad boys. So overall size, they're almost the same. Weight-wise, the A42 is 6.8 ounces, which is more lightweight than the 7.4 ounces on the Pixel 6 Pro. Build quality is going to be plasticky all around on the A42, while the Pixel 6 Pro gets that nice build quality glass front, glass back aluminum frame. Another highlight of the Pixel 6 Pro is that it has eSIM built in, which is very handy. You don't need a physical SIM card to activate service. It is also having IP68 dust and water resistance on the Pixel 6 Pro up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. You don't get dust and water resistance on the A42. Display size, they're almost the same, but you get 6.6 inches on the A42. Pixel 6 Pro is a little bit bigger at 6.7 inches. 84% screen to body ratio on the A42. You get more on the Pixel 6 Pro at almost 89% screen to body ratio. So very minimal bezel on the Pixel 6 Pro. They're both AMOLED displays, but you get 60 Hz on the A42 versus 120 Hz on the Pixel. Resolution is pretty low on the A42, 720p display versus the full HD 1440 resolution on the Pixel 6 Pro. Pixel density is 266 on the Samsung, 512 on the Pixel. Pixel also has always on display. Software, the A42 5G launched with Android 10, but has upgraded to Android 11 with Samsung UI on top. Pixel 6 Pro launched with Android 12 on board. So the main story here is that Samsung UI is just filled with more features, while Pixel 6 Pro has stock version of Android. And the Pixel 6 Pro will get 3 years of Android updates, 5 years of security updates, and you'll get them on day one when they are launched yearly. Samsung is trying to get most of their devices several years of updates, but they will definitely be slower and it will take time for them to get updated. For the chipset, the A42 has an average Snapdragon 750 processor, while the Pixel 6 Pro packs a powerful Google Tensor chip. So you got an average chipset on the Samsung, super flagship, great fast, speedy processor on the Pixel 6 Pro. Internal storage is the same, 128 gigs starting off, and the bonus on the A42 has a micro SD card slot. For RAM, the A42 starts off at 4 gigs of RAM, while the Pixel 6 Pro has 12 gigs of RAM, so a big difference in the RAM department. Now for the camera setup, 4 cameras on the A42, 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, 5 megapixil depth. Pixel 6 Pro, 3 cameras, 50 megapixel main camera, 48 megapixel telephoto, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and both shoot in 4K. Both are great for most people. A42 does a very honorable job with a great camera system. The Pixel 6 Pro blows it out of the water. But you're getting those 2 extra camera setups on the A42 5G, so that's a plus right there. Selfie camera is 20 megapixels on the A42. Pixel 6 Pro has a 12 megapixel ultra wide selfie camera. So that's pretty nice right there. That makes it stand out from the rest of the crowd. 1080p on the A42, 4K on the Pixel 6 Pro. So the Pixel 6 Pro just has an amazing ultra-wide selfie camera at 4K. Headphone jack on the A42, but you don't get that on the Pixel. Bluetooth 5.0 on the Samsung versus 5.2 on the Pixel 6 Pro. Both come with NFC. Both have USB Type-C for charging. Both have under the display fingerprint reader. And both have 5,000 milliamp batteries. Huge all-day battery life. Fast charging on 15 watts for the A42. Fast charging 30 watts on the Pixel 6 Pro, which will give you 50% charge in 30 minutes. It also has fast wireless charging at 23 watts and reverse wireless charging. So it's clear that the Pixel 6 Pro is a beast in every category. It'll best the A42 5G, but there's in some cases where the A42 5G holds its own. Just like in the storage department, they both have 128 gigs of storage, and it has a micro SD card slot for expandability. And the price is way lower than $900. You can get this phone for less than $400 brand new. So yeah, the Pixel 6 Pro is definitely a huge, powerful device straight from Google, and the experience in software is going to be probably the biggest difference between these devices, apart from the price. And RAM is going to be way different as well, 4 gigs versus 12 gigs. But nonetheless, they're both very great phones in the respective price points and what they're trying to do with each. But I just thought I'd let you know what you are going to get comparing them with each other. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.